Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one man says he was shocked to find items stolen from his business being sold online. And officials gathered at Hazard City Hall for a Chamber of Commerce meeting, including updates on different infrastructure projects.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this July 23rd. We are at 5:32 this morning, and we are going to check on in with Megan Dusmal for a look at the forecast on this hot, steamy, humid, all that kind of day. Good day for deer, though. They're happy to be out right now.
They are happy to be out, especially since those temperatures this morning are just a little bit on the cooler side compared to what we've seen this week. We've had a lot of low 70s, but today, a lot of 60s in the region. Let's take a look at what you can expect as you're heading out the door. Seeing the low 60s for some parts, 63 in Hazard and Irvin, 62 in Clintwood. We're starting to warm up as you travel more towards the south, 69 in Middlesboro and London, 71 in Harlan. We'll head into the afternoon, and unfortunately it won't be a little bit cooler than what we normally see. In fact, it'll be a little bit warmer and will mostly be in those low 90s. It's going to be a hot and humid day, so it's important to keep yourself hydrated throughout your Wednesday. For those chances of rain, very minimal. We're looking nice and clear this morning, a very slight chance for some scattered showers in the afternoon, but overall nice and clear. Here's a look at that breakdown throughout the day. Looking at a mixture of sunny to mostly sunny skies with high temperatures around that 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock time frame. Amelia.
In central Kentucky, state police say an escaped inmate is now back in custody. Troopers say 43-year-old Jeffrey Harrison got away on the morning of July 8th. He was supposed to be in court in Estill County on drug charges. Police say Harrison escaped the Three Forks Regional Jail by impersonating his brother, who was scheduled for release. KSB says Harrison was arrested in Lexington just before 3 yesterday afternoon. He was charged with escape and taken to the Fayette County Detention Center. The suspect in a deadly Morehead shooting is wanted by federal officials. The Herald-Leader reports Giardia Martinez has a federal ICE detainer. That means federal officials have probable cause to suspect something is in the U.S. illegally. 6th District Congressman Andy Barr also took to social media, confirming Martinez is here illegally. Martinez is accused of killing 15-year-old Luis Josen Nunez Lopez at an apartment Sunday morning. An arrest citation says he was dating the victim's mother. Martinez is now charged with murder, first-degree assault, and attempted rape. A Rockcastle County man says he was shocked to find items stolen from his business being sold online. Daryl Crawford says his business on 3 Links Road, once known as the Stagecoach Stop, was a mess. He says among the stolen items were a grill smoker, sold to a church for $800. In total, about $20,000 worth of items were taken.
The worst part is that was I did 20 years with Florida Power and Light. That property was my 401k.
2 people are now facing charges in connection to the theft. Johnny Bowling and James Seals are in the Rockcastle County Jail. Police say when they interviewed the suspects, each claimed they bought the items from the other. Well, it's been 9 days since Christina Combs and Beverly Gum died during a shooting rampage that ended at Richmond Road Baptist Church in Lexington. 3 men were injured, including a Kentucky State Trooper. All are still recovering. The suspect, Guy House, was killed by police. Last night, the city of Lexington held a community vigil to bring people together for a time to remember, pray, reflect, and heal. Madison Carmouche was there.
In a moment of silence, let us pause to pray together for just a moment.
City officials, faith leaders, and community members came together following the mass shooting in Lexington on July 13th. Mayor Linda Gorton says the city is stronger when the community stands together.
We all know that a safe city is always the foundation of a strong city.
Lexington Police Chief Lawrence Weathers and Fayette County Sheriff Kathy Witt say this was more than a vigil. It was a call to action for the people of Lexington.
This is about saving lives. We must step up and be heard.
In Lexington, we have what it takes to end violence in our community, and it is exactly what the chief said, that we must all do something and do more.
Family members of other gun violence victims were at the vigil honoring their loved ones. This includes Elisa Hairston, whose son Berkeley Odell Taylor Parks was shot and killed in 2021. And she says his case still hasn't gone to trial.
And it doesn't matter where you get shot at, your life is important and it matters. And I think I needed to be here because I wanted to represent my child.
Hairston says hearing from the city police and sheriff's office is frustrating because she continues to advocate for her son with no end in sight for his case.
And when they get up here and they say something, if you know something, well, people do say something. They don't act on it. Because I'm a mother that said something and they did not act on it.
Officials with the city law enforcement say they are committed to working alongside community members who want to be the change in their Lexington community. In Lexington, Madison Carmouche, WKYT.
The Kentucky State Police Foundation is helping support Trooper Joe Remlin and his family while he continues to recover in the hospital. You can buy a 304 Post 12 Strong t-shirt online for $20. All proceeds will be given to the trooper's family. Well, yesterday morning, officials gathered at Hazard City Hall for a Chamber of Commerce meeting. There were lots of discussions, including updates on projects at Hazard High School, different infrastructure projects, including water line replacements, fixing the Welcome to Hazard sign that was recently damaged, and what the mayor called a road rage incident. And interns with Envision Hazard spoke about their work this summer and some beautification projects they hope to put into place.
The other thing we're working on is to push art throughout downtown. We're trying to drive a movement. One of our ideas is to put a mural down on Taxi Alley with lights that strings across the alleyway with old vintage license plates. Another one we're trying to do is to put a movable mural.
Davidson says they have also worked on projects for the upcoming North Fork Music Festival this Friday and Saturday and help with the recent 4th of July festivities in Hazard. Well, a new chapter is beginning for animals in Floyd County. The county's brand new animal shelter is officially breaking ground, and community members are invited to be a part of it. The ceremony is set for 1 o'clock tomorrow at the current shelter on Sally Stevens Branch in Prestonsburg. Organizers say this has been years in the making, and they're excited to celebrate a brighter future for local animals. Yesterday was Adult Wellness Day for primary care centers of Eastern Kentucky. The Hazard location hosted the event for adults ages 21 and older. The annual Wellness Day included wellness exams, certified diabetes care, and on-site insurance representatives. Family nurse practitioner Christy Harold says they're there to educate and to prevent.
We have folks scheduled to come in for their annual physical exams where we go over different types of preventative screenings to see if they've had those or if we need to schedule those, or just to provide education on both the wellness screenings, which would include mammograms, pap smears, bone density testing, also to review immunizations that are available.
The event also featured giveaways of their services in dermatology, behavioral health, quality and chronic care management, and the 340B prescription program. Harold says they offer services every day and are just a phone call away. Well, the U.S. Department of Labor is looking to rewrite or repeal more than 60 workplace regulations. If approved, it could affect working conditions at construction sites and in mines. Currently, employers have to submit plans for ventilation and preventing roof collapses in coal mines for review by the Mine Safety and Health Administration. Right now, MSHA district managers can require operators to take additional steps for improvement. The Labor Department wants to end that practice, saying the current regulations give the district manager the ability to draft and create laws without soliciting comments or action by Congress. Well, as we know, Kentucky has seen above average rainfall this year, and it's only July. The heavy rain is keeping landscaping businesses busy. Chris Trower has owned his landscaping business, Diamond Landscapers, for 31 years. He says that years like this can be both a blessing and a burden in the business, saying this year's rain has set up one of Kentucky's prettiest landscapes, but posed one of their biggest challenges with getting outdoor work done.
You can't just push it to next week. Then you are mowing that foot off, right, which is never good for a turf to cut that much off.
Joe suggests that the more lawn work you do now, the more you'll thank yourself later. A Giardia outbreak in western Kentucky is growing. State health officials say there are now 66 lab-confirmed cases of the parasitic infection spread across Hopkins, Muhlenberg, and Webster counties. Giardia is typically found in untreated water. This can include pools. Officials say extreme heat can make it harder to maintain proper chemical balance.
When you get into waters, make sure you wash off. Well, accidents happen. This is public health, and some of these things aren't easy to talk about, but even if you don't wipe well and you've got an infection and you get into a pool, sometimes there are not enough free chlorine or bromine particles to be able to kill the bacteria.
Health leaders say Giardia can also spread through food and other contaminated surfaces. Symptoms include upset stomach, nausea, and fatigue. If you experience any of these, they recommend seeking medical attention.